lovely and effective design is the sugar paste bow. You can either make it nice and small and delicate or fabulously over the top. So take your fondant icing and you want to mould from hand to hand to get it nice and pliable. Pop a little bit of icing sugar on your work surface just to ensure it doesn't stick. Now we're going to be rolling this into a rectangle, so place that down and roll. You want it to be fairly thick to be able to hold its own weight. Now trim off with your knife and make sure you're using a knife that will go all the way up the width and the length of the paste you're using. You want a nice clean cut. Now we need to make 3 ribbons for our bow. The first one is the main part and needs to be about 2 centimeters. And pop that to one side. The next needs to be fairly small in comparison, as this is the central ribbon. And then the last one is for the tails. So take your first ribbon and place it face down on the work surface. With a little bit of water into the center, this will just help everything stick together. Now pop the edges of your bow into the middle and with your little finger just press down lightly to ensure it is sticking. Some more water into the center and then lay over your next piece of ribbon. And you'll need to trim this off as well, as we're going to be folding it behind. So with your spatula, pick this up carefully and just flip it over into the palm of your hand. Pop a little bit more water on the back here and then fold over the 2 ends of the ribbon and pop it down on the work surface. Now if it's looking a bit flat here, don't worry, we're just going to pump it up by squeezing the edges of the bow and the central ribbon until you get that lovely full bow. Now we'll work on the tails. So take your last piece of ribbon and just chop it in half. With a bit of water, lay this over the top. Just press down to make sure it is nice and secure. And then pick up your bow head and place it on top, just making sure you can't see the tails on the other side of the bow. Take your knife and we'll cut some arrowhead cuts into the end of these ribbons. And then pop onto your already iced cupcake with the tails hanging over the edge. Get that lovely over-the-top feel, very delicate and feminine.